And now we are live for the third podcast I've done the day, which, man, this is a work day.
Some good podcasting.
That's it, man. It's been good though. It's good. I'm learning on the job type of thing. As we were just
only way to do it.
That's it, exactly. Fucking, do you want to learn how to swim, pal? There's the deep end. That's it. So, how you been doing, man?
Aye, not too bad, man. Not too bad.
Just released a few fucking projects, have you know?
I just fucking 31st of December.
How many songs was it you released?
15.
15? Fucking hell, that's a lot of songs.
We've done like 26 songs last year or something, me and Prophet.
Fucking nice. Who's also in the room as well?
Yeah, it is.
Prophet in the building, to the left of the camera, but we're not moving it because here we go. Sorted.
We released like 26, man. We've probably got about 46 that's unreleased. And, you know what I mean? We just make music like all the time, man.
Fucking a way to do it, man. Definitely.
That's it, man.
How, like, we were talking about that. Crohn's is still here as well. Everybody's still in the building. How do you find it, like, you know, when you're releasing stuff? You know what I mean? Do you just like, because what do you? Is it just some of them you're just like, right, it just doesn't meet the standard?
Well, kind of what Crohn's was saying earlier as well. Like, you know, excitement kind of, like, fucking, what's the word? Excitement just kind of takes over all the shit you should be doing, you know what I mean? Like,
and then you start writing something else.
Aye, pretty much, man, and that's what was fun
about it. It's like you need a fucking publicist for me.
That defos, man. If only making music was just making music, man, it'd be so fucking easy, do you know what I mean, man? Fucking.
I know. That's the fucking thing. People didn't realise, like, people think that fucking, I don't know, like, some folk think it's like, oh, you want to be a rapper? Oh, mate, it's just like, you know,
I just rap.
You just rap and talking about it. It's like, no, mate, I need to be the fucking, you need to be the writer, the fucking, like, I mean, if you want, unless you've got a fucking money burning a hole in your pocket, you need to be the guy recording it.
Yeah.
You need to be the guy mixing it. Like, most of the time, unless you've got like somebody who'll date with you, and most of the time you don't, because most of the time cunts are shite.
Yeah. See, I'm quite lucky, man. I've got fucking Prophet 6'4", and Big Shamu, man. They take good care of me.
Nah, it's a fucking lucky fucking lad. I genuinely, like, it's weird because, like, I'm going to be going to a studio. Like, this is a weird thing. I've never actually recorded any rap with anybody else but myself.
Oh, really? Yeah.
I've only done it because I don't know. Like,
I'm the opposite. Like, well, I've just started doing it myself.
Aye.
You know what I mean? I kind of, like, I went a bit, and like the first thing we ever recorded with Tony Smoke, and then Big Shamu, fucking recorded with Steg as well back in the day, and then now it's just, as you were saying, like, you feel more comfortable in your own house as well. You probably find that as well, man. You try shit you wouldn't try in front of, like, somebody else. You know what I mean? And
I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty much an open book. I don't really care.
It's shame, but you know what it's like. You have your days.
I know.
You walk in,
you get a fucking self.
You walk in there, like, you walk into a room, man, and the fucking whatever energy's there at that point, that just, it stays like that most of the time.
I suppose,
you know what I mean?
actually. See, I've never experienced that because I've never been in a proper fucking studio.
That's it, man. I'm one of the guys, man. Like, do you know what I mean? I feel comfortable here. So I've been here like an hour or whatever, and do you know what I mean? I feel comfy, talk about anything and that, and but then there's other times you walk in.
You know what I mean?
Aye, defos. There's other, like, certain rooms you walk into, man, and it's just like,
it's just okay, sun's after.
It's like you're small talking that.
I can
like,
smell this in the fucking air. Like, what's going on? Aye, fucking. Yeah. It's just some folk, mate. Like, I don't know. It's just like, I had actually a situation that I'm not going to fucking talk about because it's like stuff I can't talk about.
Just wait till the mics are off.
I know, no, but like situations where, like, you know, cunts act a certain way, and it's like, you're just making this hard for everybody. It's like, what, like, I don't know, like, and you know, it's maybe you can say it's maybe their fault because they're just acting the way they're acting, and that's just who they fucking are. Like, I mean, it depends if they're actually intentionally trying to be an arsehole or not.
Yeah.
But it's like, I've been, you know, it's like, I've been in a few fucking hoosies with raging dealers. It doesn't go well, you know what I mean? It's like,
definitely.
He's fucking Doug.
They're either the best type of people or the worst type of people.
Just that fucking get his fucking Doug sitting in between his legs and it's fucking licking its lips, you know what I mean?
That's a funny story, actually. My first ever tattoo, man, fucking type 1 diabetic. I got in a drug dealer's house, man, and I was sitting getting tattooed, and there was fucking like iguanas in the curtains and all that, and there was snakes and all that crawling about, and I'm sitting like, oh my god, man, fucking
this is definitely no sanitary.
It's fucking wild, man. Fucking 16, 17 years old, man. Madness.
Have you seen some of the fucking videos like cunts getting like infected tattoos and that? Dude?
Nah,
Mate,
I'm glad I didn't.
No, definitely no. Fucking some of this shit, man. That's like, I'm a sucker for watching those fucking. You know, late night, you're just like flicking through Facebook and that, and you eventually get to like a fucking spot popping video. And
Man, I can't do it.
Mate,
I can't do that.
God,
mate,
like,
I fucking waited at everything, man. Fucking.
I don't know what it is, mate. I genuinely, it's like fucking. That's like my bedtime music.
Oh no, man.
Just like like fucking, let's watch some minging shit.
Have you seen the mad ones with the laser the tattoos off and that, man? That freaks me out, man.
That's weird.
Just looking at that, man. It's fucking. I just fucking freaky, man. I bet anything makes my stomach turn, man. Bogies make me spew in about 3 seconds, man. Oh my god, man. I fucking hate bogies,
it's
man.
It's weird that, man. I've got such a threshold. Like, I don't know. I just like. I mean, that's maybe because I'm a manky bastard. You know what I mean? I don't know. Fucking just some folk find it. It's weird though. Like, because a lot of folk like, and it's bananas actually. Like, see. I get quite interested, as probably everybody that is like a creative type does that's posting shit online. You get kind of interested in like how like what like you ever get like you're flicking through YouTube and that, and you're just like, oh look at the fucking numbers he's doing now, like, and you just start like looking at some like folks' growth and that, and kind of like market share and value and that, and like mate, see there's a few pages that like I've seen that like they're like like the Dr. Pimple Popper type fucking pages that are like releasing 3-4 videos a day because they're just like clinics that come in and get people like stuff like that, and like the fucking views they're doing is I'm talking like 30 minutes after it's uploaded, 200,000 views.
That's mad.
It's fucking.
It's weird, man, because quite a lot of people actually like that type of shit, man. I can't understand it, man.
I know, but that's the thing. Like, so it's kind of weird, because like you could have an idea and you're like, I want to do this on YouTube. It's like, oh, why would I do that? Because nobody would watch it. It's like, don't be so fucking sure about that, mate. Cunts will watch some weird shit, man. It is weird though, because I don't know what it is. I think it's just like it's like it's that kind of same thing when you hear about like people going, and I'm guessing you probably didn't like hearing about fucking like medieval fucking like torture like thing, like like you go to like history museums and they've got here's the Iron Maiden where they fucking put people in with and then they fucking shut the spikes on them and that, and it's like I don't know, like I find that fascinating. You know what I mean? So it's like cunts really do that, like, or they did, you know what I mean, or like fucking it's like. What's your punishment? It's like you're going to hang. Like it's crazy when you think about it, and it's like I don't know. People get attracted to it because it's like I don't know. It's kind of like the news. You see, like you wouldn't be watching the news. I was talking to this about.
I don't watch the news.
No,
man, I don't watch the telly, man. I just watch Netflix and that. That's about it, man. Football, man. Big up Celtic, man.
There you go. Fucking shots fired. No, fucking.
Easy peasy Japanese, man. Here we go.
Oh man, I do not. I used to be like when I was younger. I was a Celtic fan, and that I don't know what it is. I fucking became a teenager and then couldn't give a fuck about football anymore.
See, I kind of went through that stage as well. I was a die-hard Celtic fan when I was younger, and then fucking started hanging about the skate park, smoking weed, fucking drinking, skateboarding, all that, and just didn't really bother with football for about 2 years and that, and then I can't even remember how I got back into it, man. Do you know what I mean? I was still watching.
You like go to games and that now?
Sometimes I go to games and that, and I used to play football like most of my life and that as well. So I've always loved football, and I just kind of fell away from it. But obviously watched a game here and there and that, and then I can't remember how I ended up back into it, man. But
just ended up happening.
But the last game I was at, man, I fucking took my wee boy to it, man.
I seen that. That was cute.
I was what an experience, man. He's 3 years old, so I didn't think he was actually going to enjoy it. I thought he was going to be like a bit. But he loved it, man. He was just sitting there shouting at people for swearing and all that, man. Shouting Glasgow Celtic and that. It was class, man.
It's almost like it's fucking ordained, isn't it?
It was a heavy good experience, man. He loved it, man.
I remember like when my dad took me to I genuinely only been to like 4 or 5 football games, and like 3 of them were like with my dad at Celtic Park. Other 2 were just at Livy, because it was like you would get tickets with the school and that, and they would like give you tickets to get folks to go to the game and that for like all the kids and that.
I went to my first Scotland game actually, and it was
never been to a Scotland game.
What was it? I think it was Israel we were playing, man, and it was fucking mate. I've never experienced an atmosphere like this, man. Like to make it, like, we were drawn 2 each, and it was when we scored in the last minute to make it 3-2, mate, and the whole place just fucking went bush, man.
I bet you the fucking Israelis would have been absolutely shiting us.
I know, there was like 5 of them, man, just 5 of them, and then the rest of them was just fucking Scotland. Do you ever notice that when
you watch like other countries playing football and they're like, oh, well done, it's Scotland, and as well, but it's like, fucking yes! Like, I genuinely been serious. See, like, my dad, Affy's fucking nut when it comes to football. Like, he's like, he lives, eats, sleeps and breathes it. Like, it's just all he does, like, when he's sitting in the house. And he would, like, with the Celtic score, and he'd go that fucking crazy that the dogs would start, like, shaking, having panic attacks and that.
Like, it's bonfire night, man.
No, exactly. Genuinely the same type of fucking response, eh? It's fucking ridiculous. It's just like, how much does this goal matter?
I know, man.
It's like, it's weird. It's
class. It's just pure passion, but
I know,
man. I don't even think I would like music as much as I like music if I didn't learn, like, if I didn't like football before it. Do you know what I mean? Like, football was when I found out, like, I experienced what passion actually was. Do you know what I mean? Aye. And then that just went into music. Do you know what I mean? And like, even when I started making music, I was just doing it for a laugh and that, man. And then you find your passion for it, and fucking open the doors and all that, and the rest of it. And
I think when it gets to a point where you can't do it.
Aye.
You know what I mean?
Nah, defos, man. Aye. Like, but it's weird that I go through stages, like I won't write for like 3 weeks, man.
I'm the exact fucking same.
I'll come in and
I think a lot of folk are like that. It's just like when you get, like, you know, some of these people, like, I think it's got to be said that fucking in the UK, just like we are the UK, we're a much smaller country than, you know, like, the amount of opportunity that you have in places like America, you don't need to be like them. Like,
definitely, and it doesn't help with the accent as well, man. But do you know what I mean? Like,
exactly. Like,
I feel like people's kind of coming on to it a bit more now. Do you know what I mean? Which is good to see. And
yeah, I think there's definitely going to be. I don't know. Like, do any of you ever think that, like, there's starting to be rumblings? Because this is the thing. See, when it seems like since I've became part of the kind of, you know, Dane rap and stuff, it seems like I know now, like there's, it kind of seemed like there wasn't as many people actually rapping back when I kind of started, and it seemed like mostly everybody kind of knew each other, and now I feel like
there's loads of wee fucking groups and all that.
Yeah,
it's weird,
it's like, it's no that you could call it a bit fractured. It maybe is.
That's it, man.
But like, what's going to happen when, like, shit starts coming together, and then you start noticing the 2 or 3 people for each one of these groups that start shining and actually can have a bit of a work rate and are fucking reliable, and you can actually book a show with them and they're going to fucking come and do it. You know what I mean? It's like, that's how you're going to, like, I don't know what it is about fucking Scottish music, man, but like I don't know, like, how is it we are shite at doing everything but drinking? Because it just, you know, it does seem like that, but you know what I mean? Because, like, you know, like, if you look at other countries, like, there's no reason that we shouldn't have been better at. I mean, I don't know. I'm just thinking, like, better at, like, football, or like rugby's no too bad, I suppose. I don't know. I just feel like you know, we've got, like, I mean, we suppose we overachieve in fucking, like, engineering and that. We can think about shit. That's probably just because depends on what drug we're on that day, and there's different perspectives to be had. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I'm fucking riffing.
I get what you mean, but there's loads of different groups, man. Like, they kind of they stick. I think
it's going to fucking blow. I genuinely think. I think there's going to be.
See, I do and I don't as well, because
I know.
I've been doing it 6 years now, man, and fucking there's been a lot of times like this, and it's like, oh, somebody gets a buzz about it, and I'm like, this is it. This is what's going to happen, and then it just dies again, man, and then it'll happen again, and do you know what I mean? And it's like, that's why I just to have fun, man. You know what I mean? And
yeah, no,
I don't really bother with all the wee clicky shit and all that, man. I just fucking make music.
I wouldn't even. Yeah, I know. I get that. There is a lot of the kind of clicky shit, which is, I mean, it just is what it is, I suppose. But
see, I feel I can't even remember. I done a feature for something. I had a bar about it, and it's weird because, like, when I came about, it was like I was kind of about, like, all the older generation as well. But then, like, all these people were, like, coming into it. Like, I was about them as well, and it's like I pure feel like I'm a younger to the olders and an older to the youngers, man. And it's I'm just this
middle child, mate.
Exactly, mate. Every time I hear that J. Cole tune, man, I'm like, that's me, mate. I am the middle child, man.
That's a weird thing for me, because I I feel like I'm kind of like, I don't know, I've been kind of doing it for a while now, but I feel like in the last year's kind of like where I've kind of started actually like putting myself out there a wee bit. And like I feel like I am like an older guy because I'm no a fucking teenager, you know what I mean? But like I've got a bit of a perspective for being a kind of one of the newer
like
guys.
A newcomer kind of thing.
It's kind of like I don't know how to conceptualize it, you know. I was like fucking, I feel like I've been held back for like 3 years, you know what I mean? Like the big fucking the guy that's like in his 30s is still at high school, you know what I mean?
It does feel like that, man. I felt like that for years as well, man. Like just as I was getting older and stuff, and I was like people still call me a newcomer, man, and it does my nut in, man. Like
it's a perspective though, like 'cause I feel like that at my work, like for the longest time, like up until like a year ago, you could probably say I was probably one of the least experienced guys there. And then since lockdown happened, our company's had like a fucking mass exodus, and you know, like, and now I'm basically one of the longest standing people in the company. And it's like I'm like kind of one of the, like, in my team I think there's one guy that's been there longer than me, and it's like I was the bottom of the pile like fucking 12 months ago. It's like, it's fucking weird, mate. Like you go for you go for being like where you were to. It's weird, that type of thing, because everybody feels like they're just, you know, oh, I'm just doing this shit and I'm just, nothing ever seems to fucking change. I just keep but then like for my, like, you know, for myself, like if I go back and I look 5 years ago, like 5 years ago I was in a metal band and I used to work in Asda and I fucking had nothing gone for me, and you know I was fucking, you know, arguably up to my eyeballs in debt and had no fucking career prospects. No, I basically work 3 jobs. Fucking, I'm a qualified engineer, and I'm getting married in fucking a few months. You know what I mean?
That's mad. I found that out like when you were talking to Crones about it.
No, it's fucking weird. Do you know what I mean? It's like, but like it doesn't feel like anything's that's happened. But when you fucking turn around and you're like, oh, actually, I know where I was. I fucking came on.
Everyone they just live, man, and they think like I've obviously live in the moment. You live in the moment, but it's when you have that time, you sit and you breathe and you actually look back, man. Not what I can't do that. Do you know what I mean? And I don't do that either. Just with you saying that, I was thinking about like where I was.
Look at you, mate. I remember you battling Cammy at that fucking gig. It was, I think Barkwright said he was there. The gig that I was saying, the fucking where what's his name? You were against Cammy.
It was in McHugh's, I remember it, but
aye, and then there was fucking Acre and Bolgen were up against the Dungeon Boys.
I don't know if that was the same event.
Was it not the same one? It might have been different.
My head's scattered with battles, man. I don't know.
I think it was. I genuinely think it was the same one. That was like the first time, but like, you fucking, like, when you fucking like proposed to your missus at fucking Butter.
Oh, aye.
And then like,
I didn't work out very well, man. That's just.
Wait, have I missed something?
Aye.
Oh well, I do apologise.
Somebody's don't listen to my new album, eh?
I do apologise. I've listened to a bit of it.
I know that bit. That's all good, man. It's all good.
No, I do well. I fucking. There you go. Fucking. I fucking deserved that one. I do apologise.
That's all good. It's all good.
No,
we're all open books here.
Well, I guess what I was trying to say is look how far you've came. You know what I mean?
Up and doing that.
Fuck, sorry, bro.
That's all good.
Oh no, man. I fucking. That's funny. Jesus Christ. Well, so
just as what you were saying about what you were saying about like your work and that as well, and I think about that in my work all the time, man. Just because like now I'm doing the same shit all the time and that. I've only ever had 3 jobs, man. It's weird. Like,
I'm pretty much the same.
So a lot of people have worked a lot of places. Like I went to college for a bit when I finished school. I was working in JD Sports when I was at school, and then I worked in fucking a call centre for like 6 months. Then I got an apprenticeship, and I've just been there for like 8 years now. Do you know what I mean? And like, I'm a qualified engineer in that as well, and then you know, like, even though I was saying I do music for fun, it does feel like a job sometimes as well, man. And
I mean, it is though. It's like it's an endeavour.
It definitely is, and just what we were saying, it's like you don't just make music, you need to do all this shit, man. Like, see the social media and all that, man, I fucking hate that shit. I've kind of been getting better at it, like, recently.
See folk like Melrose and that, man, it's like, fucking, I don't know how they do it, man. I just fucking
big ups Melrose, man, he's fucking making heavy good moves, man, he's doing the right things and shit, man, and big ups you for winning that as well, man.
Thank you very much.
That was good,
fucking,
man.
I genuinely, because it was just some cunt messaged me, I just got a message request, I was like, they were like, oh, well done. I was like, what are you on about? And then I went and had a look. I was like, you're a fucking dancer. I'm not gonna lie, I did work really hard on it. So, like, I'm really happy that I got
That was good, man. As you said, you're heavy comfortable in beating that, and I didn't know that until I was going to battle you. Like, because I'd only heard, I think it was...
this is the thing, I've barely fucking released anything.
I think I heard Fat Boy was a tune, and then the one with Macmatic.
The one I done with Scotty Media.
That was good, man.
No, that was good. And fucking, you see, like, pretty much everybody's done a fucking video about that fucking that seminary now.
Oh, right. I actually have seen that quite a few times, man.
BT done one, and then fucking, was it what's her name? Becca Starr done one like a week later or something.
Oh, I can't mind, man.
I'm not sure. Might have been. I can't remember. There was a few folk who'd done it. It's just funny. It's a good fucking. It's a weird area, man. It's a weird area. It's like the trained priests up there. It's fucking It's probably got some fucking bad omens about it, to be honest. But no, it's weird, man. Car dross. I just about ripped arse out my car up there because it was fucking up a dirt road, and like my fucking car started, like the middle of my car started like a 50-50 up the middle of the fucking.
I think on my first free music videos, man, I had. You just felt like you had to have your car in it, man. I don't know why. I think my first ever. No, it wasn't my first. Nah, I think it was like my second or third, man. Like this shit, probably one of, still to this day, it was like the most fun I've had making a video. And we went up to, obviously everywhere's got it, man, the place where all the boy racers and that go, man. I fucking drove up in my Corsa, here I'm doing a music video, and we got all the boy racers lined up, me in the middle with my Corsa fucking lying on it with a gremlin mask on and that, man. It's tidy, man.
Oh, you'll need to send me that, I've not seen that.
It's good, man.
What did you release on?
Fucking can't mind.
No, it's weird.
I can't actually mind that. I've got loads of music videos out, but they're all on different channels, man.
This is the thing. I find it hard to actually, like, because I'll, like, you know, I've been doing this for how long now, and then, like, I'll just come across a channel that's been releasing music for a while that. No, I was like, what the fuck's this channel? Like, I have no idea about it, but it's just like one of those things.
One of the reasons I changed my name for GMO to Gluco as well is just because, like, I had GMO with a dash, man, and every cunt done it without a dash, and then I took the dash out, and then they all put the dash in, man. I was like, what the fuck, man? It's so hard to find myself on YouTube, man. It's like pain in the arse, man. And you go to release on Spotify, and it ends up on some mad fucking GMO cunt for Pittsburgh's page and all that, man. It's an absolute pain in the arse, man. And then, do you know how I actually...
I know. Fucking Ken was funny, actually. I got a guy on YouTube, it's a Rapio, his name is. He's actually a really cool fucking YouTuber, like, because he's like, just regular fucking guy. Feel like out in America type of way. And, like, he basically only does reactions for people who have, like nae following and that, you know what I mean?
Pretty cool, man.
And like he's only ever got, like, you know, 3 or 4 people watching at a time on YouTube and that. And like he does it fucking twice a day, every day, for like 3 years at a time, and it's like fucking, it's commendable, you know what I mean? It's like, just
dope, man.
And he's like, right, come on, we need to share these new artists, guys, we need to get these fucking people who
that's
are, like,
class, man. It's not a lot of people do that shit.
But it's just, it's selfless as fuck, you know what I mean? But it's cool because he was actually doing I think I got him to react to one of my videos or something, and then I tell him what to type in into YouTube, and then he typed it in, and then he's seen MellowD versus GMO, and he actually went, "Oh, GMO ski." I know GMO ski. I was like, "Are you fucking serious?"
I'm ignorant.
It's fucking crazy, mate. I was like,
Made me your battle as well. I tagged the wrong melody as well, man. I was like, "You're getting it, man." Fucking.
Oh,
like, man, the right person.
I was, when I seen that on Instagram, I was like, I got one in the battle! Woo! Oh, fuck. There we go. Fucking lost my microphone.
That was funny, man.
My headphones. That was mental, man. So many cunts have done that fucking... I think it was Lee Whitson done it as well when on my fucking...
when you done the Scotty Media?
The Scotty Media, aye. So that's why I fucking changed the name to Big MellowD, because there's just... there's too many, Like, and this is the thing, it's one of those things where you'll know the exact same thing, because for a long time I was thinking of changing it, and you didn't, like, see when you're trying to change something, man, because
It's a big decision, especially
It's not
if you're
just
going
that,
to
it's
keep
that
doing
you
it,
need to
man.
think of a new name for yourself, and you didn't want to be blowing smoke up your arse, you know what I mean? It's
definitely.
I want this to be an impressive name, but I didn't
Do you know,
want to
do you know how it actually came up with Gluco, man? Fucking, obviously, they play of words because I'm diabetic and
Aye.
glucose levels and that, but I was in work, man, I had a fucking, every time I go to a diabetic nurse appointment, I steal a pen, right? I don't know why, I just always steal a pen, right? Because I've always got heavy minted pens, right? And fucking, I was sitting filling out the paperwork in one of my jobs, man, and I looked at the pen and it said Gluco Men on it, and I was like, that was quite cool, man. And then it just stuck in my head for ages, and then it became a thing, man. I'm fucking Gluco now.
That's fucking hilarious.
No,
You just...
because of a pen, do you know what I mean? The pen gave me it.
Funnily enough, right, I've got a very similar story. You ever seen a...
You got a Big MellowD pen?
No, well, so see my gamer tag, my very first ever gamer tag came off a pen. And I couldn't think of whatever I wanted to call myself, right? And I was just trying, it was back in the days of COD 4. Like, you know, like...
Good days, man.
like,
360, man.
Exactly, but like fucking, you know, like your I Blackouts XX.
I was like Haywires or something like that, man. I was fucking...
So, well, I called myself Friction. And you mean those pens that said FRIXION?
I've got like fucking 50 in the car, man. The other ones you
I
rubber in the back.
literally called myself Friction, but I just said FRIIX. I just made made it ridiculous, eh? And I literally get my fucking first gamer tag off a pen.
That's classic, man.
What is it about pens and then?
That's how we became rappers, man.
That's a pen game, mate. It's a pen game. Fuck me. That's funny, man. It's weird, eh? Like, see, this is a weird thing, because see if I knew now and actually done some research, what all my pals called me when I was growing up was Big D. That's just like all my pals called me that. And I didn't call myself that because
you've got a wee D.
No, I was like, surely that's going to be fucking taken. You know what I mean? Like, how obvious does that sound? Turns out there's fucking nobody with that name.
Really?
Aye, but what I was actually going, like, I was saying, like, probably the same thing you were going through is like, I didn't want to like change my name and then nobody can find all my old shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or nobody pays attention to any of my old shit. You know what I mean? It's like, that's what
that was a big thing I was thinking about, because I didn't want to lose my stuff, but then at the same time I wanted to start fresh and that, and then luckily enough I got it all, like, everything put onto the new one on Spotify and all that, which is
that's
quite
nice,
cool, man.
That's decent.
And then the business side of music as well, man. Like back like when we started out and shit, man. I wish like you kind of knew a bit about it and that as well. Do you know what I mean? In fact, see, my first ever music video, man. It was my first one this time. Fucking, I went to a big field, man. Fucking. And I just got in my boxers, man. Fucking ran about my boxers. And
I think I've seen that actually.
like fucking the next day it was on, get shared on Glasgow Bob Rockets, man. Get fucking 46,000 views, man. And
oh really?
Fucking, it was mental, and I was getting absolute pelters in the comments, man. Straight out of Baylison, fucking all this mad shit, man. It was like fake Baylison.
Oh, that's funny, man.
That was mad, 50 pence. I mean, the usual fucking shit, man. Fucking.
Honest to God,
and,
it's weird. It's like it does.
But even at that, it done the job though. I was just a wee fucking daft teenager, man, that wanted to be a rapper.
That's it though. But see,
but
this is the thing. It did do the fucking job. It done a fucking really good job because I got fuck looking at it.
And then me and Prophet as well, like fucking probably every Scottish rapper has maybe went through this as well. I don't know, but I used to think I was the only Scottish rapper in the world. You know what I mean? And fucking me and Prophet booked a pub in Coatbridge and done a gig. You know what I mean? And then I met Wee D, fucking big ups Wee D, man, and
fucking big up
Tony Smoke and that. Do you know what I mean? And then I've just found this fucking new world, man. Do you know what I mean? There's like hundreds of Scottish rappers and that, and they're all shite. And do you know what I mean? Big ups Eagle in as well, man. So I went back there a few times and.
You just put on a show there like a few. Wasn't very long ago, was it?
Aye, it was like an all day thing.
Yeah. So were you actually organising that then?
No, it was Soundwaves, and they own a studio in Coatbridge, and they're like a label, but it was pretty cool though, because I done the first all day I done maybe 2 years ago, and it was in like another Coatbridge pub, and it was all like acoustic bands and fucking singers and all that, and I was like, I was only rapper, so I was pure nervous, man. You know what I mean? There was like a mad guy up singing mad heavy love songs like with McFly type beats on his guitar and that.
To be fair, you've got nothing to be embarrassed about if he's doing that.
But I had to go up after him, but man, I'm doing a full album fucking full of heartfelt fucking shit and that, and I done it and I smashed it, man, and fucking like cunts loved it, man. I love doing gigs in front of people that don't like rap, mate. Honestly, every cunt's going, well, mate, you must have some size of balls, man. Get on after that and fucking doing that. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
I want to play a
and
gig,
then that one, and you go in, mate. I was like, that was sold out. Do you know what I mean? The place was packing, man, and it was like probably one of the best receptions I've had at a gig. And I wish I actually got a video of them like shouting my name in that, but I kind of like, I've got a bar and phone, and I've got a wee playing words on mobile, and I was fucking mad, and I took my phone out and I just launched it and smashed it. You know what I mean? I couldn't even video it because my fucking my phone was long gone, man, smashed. And do you know what? Actually, fucking, it was like weeks later. There is my phone, and I noticed fucking there's a wee crack on the camera, and I was like, what the fuck, man? I was like, whole thing's fucking in pieces, man.
Fuck's sake, man. So what did you do? Like, how did you end up chucking it?
There's a video. I was like fucking rapping my bars, and I took my phone, and there's like recently I ain't really been mobile, mate. Just fucking I just launched my mobile.
You're just
mate,
fucking living in the moment.
I just fucking launched it, and do you know, you actually felt that the atmosphere changing. I felt like, and I was like, why'd I do that? You know what I mean? I'm trying to fucking finish the song, and I could just see everybody just turning around. I could just see everybody turning around looking at each other like, why did he do that? Why did that was going so well, and he's just fucking just slam dunked his phone off the fucking pub floor, man. Oh, fucking.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Madness, but that was a great gig, man. Fucking big up Soundwave, big up Eagle Inn, man. Fucking love that pub, and
I've seen you posting a few things about there. You're like just been like, I don't know, like family days out and that. And
it's always been like my family's local pub and that. Do you know what I mean? And my gran and granda went there for years, and they passed away, and they got a wee bench for my gran and granda and all that, man. So it's got
really?
It's got a nice wee place in my heart. And I done my first gig there and my last gig there. Well, second last. In fact, big up Smart McGee, man. Fucking, you call that radio? What a legend, man.
Has that happened yet?
Aye, we done it last week, man.
Was it last week? I seen it was advertised. I've just been fucking busy.
Now you were talking about fucking doing gigs in weird places. This was in like a bank, an old bank. It was this big fucking posh place, man. It was weird as fuck, but it was heavy cool, man. And
atmospheric as fuck. It's up on YouTube.
It's crazy. Not as well. It was live streaming it, but there was a few problems. But it's all recorded. And this Friday, what date is it today?
It is it's the 3rd.
This Friday's tomorrow. The 4th. He's streaming the whole show from 6 o'clock on the 4th of February.
So he's doing a bit of post-production on it.
So
that's a fucking good idea. That's a good idea, because like,
looking forward to seeing it back, man, and fucking big ups Big Shamu, man. He came. It was the first time I've had a hype man. Fucking, I mean, it was a strange experience,
fucking
man.
Tidy, by the way.
It's
tidy. I heard that earlier a couple of nights ago. It was fucking nice. Like he's like, see, it's a weird thing, right? See, when you see people kind of, you see, it's like when you get like kind of ratchety fucking rappers, but that kind of start to go with like a kind of singing voice. There's a fine line where you can like, you'd be
surprised at how good he can sing.
But it's not that though. It's like what he's doing well, because he's using a voice that's not a singing voice, and like it's the kind of that same type of way where you would have like a. It's kind of like, you know, you can kind of liken it to like kind of like Young Thug, or like, you know, like fucking Lil Wayne, where like they're not actually singing. It's almost like they're rapping, but the rapping's creating a melody with the words they're saying.
The cadence,
yeah,
man,
exactly. It's cool. And it's like, and it can be like, I don't know. I just like.
Do you know how I found out he could sing? Actually, man, I went up and he made the beat for my song Butterflies, and. At the chorus, I was singing the chorus a wee bit, and then when he sent me the song back, I was sitting listening, and I was like, fucking hell, I'm quite good at singing, by the way. You know what I mean? And I says that to him, I was like, how did you make me sound that good at that? And he's like, no, that was me. And I was like, what, man, you can sing? You've been serious, man? Why have you never told me you can sing, man? Aye, madness. I used to heavy want to be a singer, mate. See, I was in fucking, you Prophet will fucking remember it, man. And Primary 7, man, talent show. Remember Chico and X Factor?
Chico time.
It's Gizmo time, mate. Fucking had a white polo with it's Gizmo time and all sorts on it, man. I was a Pharaoh and fucking, what's that called again? Joseph and his Technicolor Dreamcoat, man. It was fucking the Mad Elvis fucking Pharaoh cunt and that, and then madness. So I've always kind of liked music and that, and fucking. But
so is rapping the first like music you've done, aye? Like, did you make anything? Have you done any other like had any other fucking soirees into any other genres?
Nothing like released or that, but I've always kind of wrote songs. Do you know what I mean? Like. You're right. We had a tune called Library Card and all that. You know what I mean? We were like fucking sevens. Like having fun isn't hard when you've got a library card. You know what I mean? Like, fuck libraries. You know what I mean? Like fucking 7 years old, man, thinking we're fucking absolute legends, man. Fucking big up
well,
libraries,
I'll tell you what. There's no many fucking folk that were 7-year-old that were fucking doing that.
That's exactly.
So you're fucking a bit more nuts than most cunts. Man.
Maybe you just done it because it rained, man. Never stepped foot in a library, man. You know what I mean? There's that fucking roof, man.
I know. Like, to be honest though, that's actually, see, for being 7-year-old, that's
capping.
For being 7-year-old, that's a bit of fucking tongue in cheek, mate. You know what I mean?
Nah, defos, man.
That's fucking good.
And then
I like to see that type of shit. Like, see cunts just like. You see when folk just do shit for the sake of it. I don't care why I'm doing it. I'm just doing it because
that's most of my life
shit,
decisions start with that sentence, man. You know, I'll do it. Fuck yeah, Prophet's always been in bands as well, man. So I always used to like do a couple of tunes with bands and that, man.
Any metal bands? Nah.
They done the cover of fucking Bleed It Out, man, and I done the rap part, man. That was like the first time I rapped on stage, I think,
Bleed
man.
It Out on fucking Linkin Park.
They were covering it, man. I done the fucking it was class, man.
I absolutely love that type of shit. So I was in metal bands before I was a rapper, and that's why like I'm always wearing fucking like I'm a metalhead at heart.
I always wearing Bucky t-shirts now.
Well, mate, I'm fucking as a crossover nowadays. You know what I mean? I genuinely never fucking like. It wasn't even because of like rap that I started drinking Buckfast, because I did like it was nothing that I ever done. But you ever seen that Munchies Guide to Scotland?
Don't think so, man.
If you've never seen Munchies Guide to Scotland, go and fucking. Stop watching this right now and go and watch Munchies Guide to Scotland. It is one of the fucking best videos I have ever seen in my pub. Like, and I was watching it tripping balls one. Like, the very first time I was seeing it, I was absolutely tripping out my fucking coupon. And basically, this lassie's for England, and it's like these guys, the Munchies, so the Munchies, the YouTube channel, go and do wee tours in different places, and they like take a, you know, like they'll sample the food, sample the culture, kind of get the history, you know, and like find out where all the kind of like culinary cuisine comes from. And what but like it's funny though, because like you can tell they take the piss a bit. You know what I mean? Like it's just, I mean, it's fucking, honest to God.
I need to check it out, man.
It's brilliant. But so that like they were drinking Buckfast and that. And it made me all proud, and I wanted to try it. It was funny though, because like they got this, the lassie that was there, like she went and went to a house party with like a group of like gladdies that were like 20, 21, and then like she drank Buckfast with the crew, and they all drank Buckfast, and then they went out to like a Turkish fucking kebab place and went and got a munchie box. I know, but so that's the thing. Like they were like they didn't get that in England apparently. So like fucking. I mean, if you do, then I don't know. Maybe where she was from, fucking Leamington Spa or something. You know what I mean? But it was cool. But they were drinking Buckfast and that, and then it was fucking hilarious, mate. But like, there was some parts of it where she's like, there's got a bit where they're asking people like, what your favourite fucking like Scottish dish is, and there's this fucking lassie. She's just like, I just love steak pies. It's great. It's the way that they edit it, but like you need to watch it. It's fucking. I genuinely was fucking about to pee myself. Like, fucking brilliant.
Haggis, neeps, and hatatis, man. That's my favourite.
Hatatis?
Aye, he's a Celtic player.
I don't get the reference.
He's a Celtic player. That's the reference.
Oh right, okay.
He's called Hatati.
Mate, the last time. Oh right, okay.
It's not even funny anymore, man.
Mate, the last time I watched fucking football, fucking John Hartson still played for Celtic. You know what I mean? Aye, I know.
Do you know what Old Firm the other night?
No, man. See, that's the thing. Like, I used to be.
That first half, that is the best football I've ever seen Celtic play in my life, man. Oh my God. Do you know what made it even better, man?
No, it's no, because it wasn't fucking Celtic versus fucking Barcelona in 2001.
Nah.
That was when David Marshall saved three that was the David Marshall show. That was the fucking game that made David Marshall. Like, it was mental. If anybody, I was back. Like, I watched the fucking Celtic versus Porto live, and like that was the end of my fucking. That was brutal, mate.
Man.
That was the end of Henrik Larsson, mate. Oh, getting teary thinking about it. It's weird.
Mate, watch your highlights of the Celtic and Rangers game.
I don't know why
it is.
I don't. Crazy, do you know what it is? For me now, it's just the fact that like I don't know, like I like watching the UFC. I guess I just don't have time for any other sport, I suppose. I mean, I probably would. It's just I fucking watch that many shit. I've got that much shit a day already. It's like I'm not watching anything.
Especially if you're not like into it in that way. Do you know what I mean? And
I could be. Do you know what? Honestly, could
be, but if you could be, do you know what I mean? Like,
I don't like.
You don't want to force it. You know what I mean?
I don't like the tribalism. I don't like how fucking hatey people get with it.
Near the man. Do you know, like, mate, Big Shammy's a Rangers fan. I watch all the games with him, man. It's never a bit of hate. You know what I mean? We have our banter and that, and I fucking loved it the other night because he's been giving me it tight for 2.5 years, man. Do you know what I mean? Since the last time we won an Old Firm or fucking.
No, I know, 100%.
So and I was kind of brought up that way as well. It was like Celtic. You know what I mean? And obviously a lot of people on the other side's the same. Oh, it's just Rangers. And then it wasn't until a few years ago I was watching a game, and there was just loads of Rangers fans and Celtic fans all sitting in, and do you know what I mean? And I was like, why do you need to hate each other in that way? Like, I hate Rangers, the team, do you know what I mean? I'm not going to hate you because you like Rangers.
Well, see,
like fucking.
That's the thing that me being kind of just a fucking martial arts UFC fan, you know, like, I mean, I watch like, you know, like Submission Underground and that, like, you know, like jiu-jitsu matches and that, but like I like watching two teams play. I guess it's kind of like, you know, if you were like watching like, you know, just a Champions League game with two teams that you weren't really bothered about. I don't get, like, and I do get it, but I just think it's like, I feel like it's like, oh, we won. It's like, how did you win? You're no part of the team. Like, I just kind of like, I don't know. I just feel like when I'm watching,
but see if you're watching the UFC and you're rooting for a fighter, but and like he wins, do you not feel like?
But
yes,
I suppose, you know yeah, I do. There is some times where I do favour a fighter winning.
But that's a pure neutral sport as well, isn't it? Unless it was like a pure Scottish guy that you really liked and stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I suppose it is. I guess who you identify with. I just think that, like, I don't know. I prefer the competition, and it's like, I don't know. Like, it's less kind of. It is less tribal, you know what I mean? It's like, because like even when you had like when I first started watching the UFC because they really Conor McGregor, to be honest.
Same.
Yeah, and like the Conor Mania and all that different type of stuff. And for that, like, obviously with Conor on the meteoric rise he was on, like, yeah, you did want Conor to win. But I don't know what it is. Whereas it's not like when it comes to football, it's like there becomes like a fucking militaristic army style of fucking like organisation with it. You know what I mean?
It's fucking
man, it's ridiculous. I know.
See the shit the Green Brigade day, man. Like, it's like some of it's impressive, man. And like, I know you said you've been to a few Celtic games, man. Like, I think, like, obviously if you're not a Rangers fan, but see if you went to a Celtic game, you'd fall in love with it. Just the atmosphere, even if you hated football, man, it's crazy, man. Like how in sync everybody is. Like, come on, you boys in green. And then Glasgow's green, right? Fucking stadium, like sides of the stadium, fucking screaming at each other, mate. It's in sync. It is like an orchestra. You know what I mean? Like it's just it's crazy, man.
Do you know what's one of the fucking? This is a weird thing, right? See when. Do you ever notice, right, and you maybe will notice this after I say it, and for everyone that's listening as well, right? See if shit's about to ever pop off in a crowd. Mm-hmm. Listen to the tone of the air.
You can tell. You can tell.
Do you know what it sounds like? It sounds like this. That's the fucking tone of the air before shit. Like, but see if you're out enough. Like, I've been at like festivals and like places where shit's like in like, you know, like protests and shit pops off and stuff like that. I've never been to a protest, but you watch the videos. That fucking tone is in the air when that type of shit happens. Crazy, it was weird. Like fucking. It's minted though. Like it's just.
Do you know what I think strange as well? Like, see if you played like a highlight at any game, I think I could tell you what country it's in. They've all got their own.
The stadiums,
obviously they've got their own languages, but do you know what I mean? All the chants sound similar, but you can, I don't know, you can pure tell, like, especially like see like a Barca game, man. You can just tell instantly that's the Barca fans.
Really?
Fucking I don't know if it's maybe if anybody else feels like that, or I'm just a mad weirdo.
I mean, I can normally just
like,
tell who the Barca fans are because they basically make no noise.
Well, nowadays, I mean, that's so sad to see, man. Barca's been like the best team in the world since I was a wee boy.
I wasn't even meaning that. I was
and-
just meaning like when I used to like watch like like back in the days where like Cristiano, fucking like Ronaldinho and fucking Eto'o were playing for them, and like
Henrik Larsson.
And Henrik Larsson, aye, but like, you know what I mean, like fucking like, one of them would like, score a goal against fucking Real Madrid, and then it'd be like, oh, like I
think maybe they were at the Real Madrid stadium.
Maybe I don't know.
Mate, that was one in. I can't like. I don't know if you ever remember Ronaldinho scoring that goal into Real Madrid at Real Madrid stadium, and Real Madrid's.
Did they know nutmeg one of the fucking? Did they know
I can't remember it. Like
I can just remember this one.
Remember all the Real Madrid fans just. Do you know what I mean? They're that's like Celtic and Rangers in Spain. Do you know what I mean? And fucking the Real Madrid fans are like applauding a Barcelona player scoring into them, man. That's when you know he's like fucking goat. You know what I mean? It's like.
Aye.
And it's the same with UFC. It's just respect, isn't it? And you love to see it, sportsmanship and that. And obviously they have their wee arguments and all that build up and it fucking builds the tension and that. But then you show respect at the end of it, man. And it's like, do you know what I mean? That's what it's for, man.
I guess one of the, like, I don't know, like, it's weird, right? Because obviously, like, if you've not seen Green Street, you're weird. But like, everybody can see the allure of that, where like, you want to fucking get into a team with a group of guys and like, just go on a bar, mate, and start fucking like, having a go with the guys like opposite you and that. And like, I don't know, like, see, just because of how I don't know, like, I've been trying to educate myself on like, the way shit works in the world and like, tribalism and like, the way people fucking get into situations where they go to war with folk, they fucking end up being sexist, racist and all of these different type of things that people fucking don't like, and for good fucking reason, depending on what way you define it and all that. But like, I just see that, like, see how fucking violent fucking shit at football can get. I think that's a big thing that I don't like, and it's not that I don't like violence. I like watching the UFC, but it's fair. I don't like. It's just like, why are you fighting with this cunt just because he fucking supports that team? It's like there's no logical sense here. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, I mean, I do understand that it is just because you want to.
It's a way of life for people as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, especially like when you watch like videos on rivalries, like see like the Russian, the Polish teams and all that, and like. You watch the videos and they're all sitting in the pub, man, waving their guns about and all that, man, fucking, and that's like their fucking gangs, you know what I mean? It's just a way of life for certain people, and obviously, I just like football, man. I like seeing goals, I like seeing Celtic win, and that's about it.
No, I know, because like this is the thing, it does become like a part of kind of your identity, and it's become like, it's like something you pour your. Do you know what it actually is? It's actually, I would say it's kind of more akin to like, like something like church. You know what I mean? It's like, it's weird. It's what you put your faith in. It's like, because if you didn't, like, if you weren't, like, you wouldn't be, if you didn't have faith in the team, you wouldn't be supporting
following them.
You know what I mean? So like, it kind of is actually like, I'm hedging my bets on this team. That's where you need to fucking like, commend a fucking Wraith Rovers fan, you know what I mean? Like, it's like they've not got a good outlook, but they're fucking gone to the game every time, man. It's like, I'm
passionate against it, man. It's like,
that's it, mate. Grindstone type shit.
That's it, like,
it's cool. It is cool. And did they not make team sports like that in order to like settle fucking differences in terms and like,
could not tell you, man.
I'm pretty sure that you got like team sports that kind of. I don't know what sport it is. I'm pretty sure, but like there's basically like a type of thing where like, rather than the fucking why fight over this matter and have everybody die, whereas we can actually just see who's better. And I think it was born out of like, you get like single combat, like fucking like Game of Thrones. It's like, right, or like you ever seen Troy, the movie Troy?
No.
So the movie Troy, at the start of it, they get basically, I think it's Agamemnon, who is I'm trying to remember the names. I think it was Agamemnon, who was the king of Greece. I might be wrong about that, but basically, King of Greece had Achilles. This was his best warrior, who was a demigod, fucking half a god, half human. And they got to like the kind of bit at the start of like, you know, there was like, you know, two armies lining up about to fight each other, and then the fucking two kings went and talked to each other, and they were like, let's spare the men. Like, why do we need our fucking people to not go home to their children? It's like, let's have your best warrior against my best warrior, and the winner, whoever wins, loses their kingdom.
No.
And that's the kind of idea of single combat.
It's a bit different for football, but...
No, but you think, no, I know, but like the correlation that I'm drawing is that like you can have like that kind of thing where it's like it's not necessarily who is able to, you know, inflict the most, you know, violence. It's actually who is the best, and it's competition rather than war, kind of type of thing. And kind of like through that you can like I'm pretty sure like that's how you would have like a. Like they done it in Game of Thrones, they had it trial by combat,
yeah.
And that's like you would basically it was said that if God judged against you, you would die. Like that's the kind of the thing there. I don't know. I just I don't know what it is. Like you ever seen that fucking Florentine football, mate?
No sure.
Yeah, you've ever seen that Florentine football? It's like there's like fucking like 20 or 30 people in like a fucking there's these two towns or something in like France or Italy. I can't remember where Florence. I think Florence isn't fucking Italy. But basically, like once a year, they get like, you know, like 40 people, like 40 people on each side, a party that, and they have like a football game, and it's to stop the tensions between the two towns or something. And like, but like there's like it's fucking violent. It's basically football. They will use a football, but they pick it up and they do anything with it. But you can like. You know, you can do anything to get the ball off. Like you can't come and just fucking hooking each other and like fucking get the ball off and run. Like it's fucking mental, mate. It's cool as shit. Florentine football. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but that's kind of what they done with that type of shit. Was it fucking Rangers and Celtic no founded on that? Like they were founded as fucking football clubs to try and stoke the tensions between the fucking Protestants and the Catholics.
Nah,
they were only because man, it was
not
only
very clued up.
8 years between the two fucking. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm guessing that's what I've been told. Maybe I'm just fucking drinking the Kool-Aid through what I was getting told when I was away. I don't know. But I don't know.
You ever seen that the Team UFC thing? I can't remember the name of it.
It's just all Russian countries just kicking fuck at each other.
That is wild, isn't it, man? We watched it in Shamas, man. It's fucking mental. It's like they all just running just to have like a fucking square goal, man. And then when one cunt gets put out, they all just just running start level to one guy, man. They should actually do something like that that's got a football team attached to it. So you have the Celtic MMA casuals or something. Just rugby though, isn't it?
I suppose, but you can. Oh. Wait, hold on. I never even heard what you were saying there.
I'm not repeating it.
No, okay, right, I'll pass it up. I'll listen to this back and I'll hear what you said.
Cut it.
God's sake, man.
Some music.
Aye, man. I like music. Do you like music?
I love music. I mean, you know what the funny thing is about our last album? Like, it shouldn't have been an album. Like, it was so scattered. We were just having fun making music. Because we just came off, obviously, IDKM. Like, I Didn't Kill Myself, heavy fucking deep project. And then, we're like, let's just have fun, make some music. And then, as I say, we ended up with like 40 plus songs. And we just put it into parts. That's why I tried to do the SoundCloud thing. Like, it was Heat, Fuel and Oxygen. So like the first part, release 5, Heat, then the Fuel, then the Oxygen, and then put it onto Spotify as Fire, the album, because that makes fire, do you know what I mean? And
that's minty.
So that was the cool thing about that album, because it didn't feel like an album until
it was done.
The last week, and it was a fucking album, because we had so much shit to do, like fucking that's 3 days, man. And but that was cool.
That is cool. That is cool, man. It's fucking, it's minty. It's a weird thing, like... Do you think many people fucking like go into a project like actually having the intention laid out from the start? Because
I don't think so, man.
It's hard, isn't it? Like, because like I feel like, you know,
like you'll obviously have some sort of.
I suppose I guess it is hard to say, because like I don't know, like when I look at like some of my favourite musicians, maybe not for like the rap side of things, but like say for like, you know, like bands, like to listen to, like I really like Tool. Like Tool are one of my favourite bands. And when you listen to their shit, it sounds so intentional. Like it sounds like they were like, you know, they had like a fucking design specification fucking and all that, and they had like, it sounds like that anyway, but you don't know. It's kind of like how
it's different for like us and shit as well, because obviously like bands like that and bigger artists they've got their core fan base and that, and like all of us are fucking trying to find a fan base and that, and like I think the majority of my fans don't even like hip hop, man. They just like me.
Well, actually,
like,
I get that.
That's what I was saying about that gig. Like the last few gigs, like the old days I done was like nobody had an interest in hip hop at all, but everybody was just blown away. Like fucking this wee guy from Coat Bridge, man, fucking spitting bars and that, man, both. You know what I mean? Drinking breakfast, class. I like this guy.
And I guess that's what we were talking about before as well. It's kind of like when you see somebody, like, I suppose it is kind of like that. See, when it's like, because like, I mean, football from a supporters fan kind of standpoint is kind of like you're what was I got to say there? I was trying the way I was got to say it. Like, yeah, like it is something you identify with. You know what I mean? And like, you know, like you see somebody that like, you know, is like an artist or something, and like a lot of the reason why people actually they start liking artists is because they identify with them. Because honestly, if I'm being completely honest,
just relatability, isn't it, man?
Well, it's why you go along with folk. Aye, no, 100%. Yeah, exactly. It's like
the same. Like I know everybody says it, right, but like, Eminem, do you know what I mean? That was like 100%. One of the first white rapper I ever seen, and it made me think like, I could do this. Like I've always wanted to be a rapper, and I seen a white guy doing it, and I was like, I could do this, man. What was he rapping about? He was rapping about fucking mental health. Mop and all that, man.
It was essentially mental health and all that. And this is the thing.
Now he's a robot.
Aye, I know. It's weird because like you'll hear a lot of folks saying, and like you know, how you're classifying it and doing everything. Like, aye, you could say Eminem had like, you know, really homophobic and like, you know, misogynistic bars and stuff. Aye, but like I've seen loads of fucking homophobic and misogynistic movies because the guy in the fucking movie was, you know, shooting a woman. It's like it depends on, like, I don't know, when it comes to art, you kind of need to like have a fucking, like, you know what I mean, like people aren't getting annoyed at fucking Die Hard for like, you know, killing like 30 folk. It's like, you know, somebody starts rapping about something, then like, you know, they say a word that people didn't agree with. It's like it's a bad thing. It's like it's weird the things people they let slide, and the things they don't.
Especially now, man, just the way everybody is, man, like fucking heavy snowflakes and that. You know what I mean? And,
aye.
Like, cancel culture and all that.
Be like the intention behind it.
Well, this is the thing, exactly.
That's
like
really getting concerned nowadays, but
nah, no, man.
Well, it's no, because like I don't understand why people don't take intent into account. Because like did any of you ever see that thing with fucking like Kendrick Lamar inviting this like lassie on stage, like by this invited her. What?
Drop the N-bomb.
Aye, she was rapping the song he made that he asked her to rap, and it's like I get that, like, you know, people think that, you know, people shouldn't say the N-word, like white folks shouldn't say the N-word. But it's like, at that point, you're just judging her for what her colour of skin is. Like, because she's just rapping the song. And then, like, she says in the middle, she's like,
obviously,
oh, shit.
we don't really get to judge that as well, do you know what I mean? Like, we don't know how...
No, and like people's own like an individual thing, but like I just for that, with looking at that, I was thinking about the lassie, and I was like, how can you get annoyed at her if she didn't mean it? Like you were saying with the intention, it's like it depends what you intend.
They don't
to
intend
do.
to harm. Like
it's if anything, it's a celebration.
Just reciting, isn't it? You're just reciting the fucking
exactly.
tune.
I mean, but like I can understand that. I don't agree with it, but like I can understand why people get upset with it.
Nah, definitely.
Like I mean, that's completely understandable. But it's strange, like when people come to music and they start like identifying with stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's exactly that. Like, you know, maybe somebody doesn't listen to rap music, but they listen to Gluco. You know what I mean? Because like, you know, it's, you know, they heard something and then that stuck with them. It's like there's loads of bands or loads of like artists that I've listened to. Like I didn't listen to very much fucking, you know, music for the fucking, you know, like the 70s, 80s, 90s kind of like pop music, but I fucking listen to Rod Stewart. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because there's songs that I fucking identify with. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like not be long. I know. I'll be 2 seconds. Right. Okay. That's us literally coming up for the hour mark anyway. So I think at that abrupt kind of finish, we'll end it there. But aye, listen, this was a great one. Have you got anything? So you've got your new 3-piece album that you've brought out.
Aye, go and listen to it.
Aye.
It's called Fire by Gluco, GLUCO.
Get anything else happening at the moment?
Yeah, I just make tunes all the time, man. No, probably, you know what I mean? Like, I'll probably have, like, me and Prophet will probably have like another 2 albums in like 2 weeks or something. So
There you go, that's it.
that's
Well,
it, man.
keep
And
your
then
fucking
just make
eyes
sure
peeled.
don't know when this is out, man, but tune into fucking You Call That Radio on the 4th of February, and that's tomorrow, so it's probably going to be out after that.
Aye, mate, I've done 3 podcasts a day. Wait up, it's been on fucking YouTube
Well,
for about a week or 2 now.
I hope he's watched it and I hope he's enjoyed it. I smashed that shit. And fucking that's it, man. Cheers for having us,
Confidence
man.
out the
And
wazoo.
fucking that's it, man.
Excellent, thank you very
Big ups
much.
to Chinchilla.
Big,
Don't even get him
I
mention
need
it.
to go and fucking put
Don't
them
even get him
in
mention
these
it.
fucking
That's
cages.
a
That's what.
gremlin looking motherfucker. I want that.
Oh mate, chinchillas are excellent. If anybody's looking for a really good animal to have, well actually, then go and get chinchillas. Go get rabbits because there's far too many of them sitting in fucking adoption centres. But chinchillas are cool as fuck, too.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode.